Hello, co-creators, and welcome to your Oracle message. I am Naima Reina, your friendly neighborhood Oracle, and as always, let's get started. So, I pulled out the tarot decks for this quick reading, and we got the summer deck and the spring deck, Ashe. And when I came to sit down and do the reading, I heard "'Tis the season." 'Tis the season, Ashe. And Spirit said, this is the timeline, Naima, right? For this collective major things happening during the winter, which is bringing you into this energy of spring, which is going to lead to more transitions, I'm hearing, and transformations in the summer. Ashe. So we are going to pull on that. Ashe. I'm hearing to pull the Tao. Ashe for winter. And I'm feeling like this may have had something to do with something that was deeply rooted, right? That happened, Ashe, in December. And we talked about this on the live a little bit that I did earlier. And let me see if I can get it in here. Discipline. Ashe, discipline. Let's give it like a little movie warrior. Discipline, right? We talked about that and how I heard from another reader when she said it was a major aha moment for me, is that we don't need to be disciplined to do the things that we love to do, right? We don't need to be disciplined to do the things that we love to do, right? You love to eat chocolate. You don't have to discipline yourself, Ashe, to eat chocolate. Now, we won't sugarcoat this, right, and say it's all, come on now, balls to the walls. No, that's not what we're saying. But what we're saying is to be free, right? To do what feels good to you and not to limit yourself, Ashe, by the idea of, in order for me to do something, I must be disciplined, right? And Spirit says, aha, that's a part of what happened for this collective in December, a transition from this discipline, like this, and not to say super structured, right? But a balance between scheduling and being free, or scheduling and being open, right? And again, this discipline, right? It's like if you feel like working out is a chore, then maybe you're doing the wrong workout, right? There's a million ways to work out, right? I for one am one of them people who do that. I dance sometimes, I swim sometimes, maybe I jacuzzi sometimes, which I'm doing right after I finish this reading, right? That there are different ways, right? Spirit says standing still, right? Breath work is amazing. It's an amazing workout. And you can do major breath work in meditation, in prayer, right? Again, it's that change in perception and perspective, right? Of I don't need to be disciplined, I need to flow, right? And in that, I don't need to be so scheduled, but I know that I need to be a bit structured, right? And again, there's this epiphany, and I'm hearing for a lot of you, this has to do with job, workplace related type things, right? A switch in the way that you feel about that. I don't have to be disciplined when I work, right? I just have to be a good employee, is what I hear. And we also got this card doing the reading. Shay, can I get in there? All right, we're gonna give up on that one. The taming power of the great. The taming power of the great, right? And it says self-discipline, co-creators. Self-discipline, co-creators. Ashe? Self-discipline, concentration, strengthen your character from within, self-awareness, Ashe, and realizing your potential. right? And again, like their spirit is telling me ebb and flow, right? So in December, you may have came out of the energy of I need to rush, I need to structure, I need to X, Y, and Z, and now you're in the energy of flow, springtime, Ashe spirit. Now you are in blossom, right? With this moon being called the flower moon, and it's a flower moon because it's when the flowers blossom, right? And we are a reflection, Ashe, of the divine, right? And therefore we also blossom during this time, right? With the sun coming out and the Two of Pentacles, again, one of the cards that came out in the live today. Ashe. So the sun card and the moon. And right, and we're talking about 3 seasons, right? So this spring, right, you're being illuminated, you're being magnified, you're being electrified is what I'm hearing, right? Which is enabling you to, I'm hearing, to drop some of the burdens that don't necessarily align with you, co-creators, that don't necessarily align with the new light that you are, right? Because we know now that stress, come on now, is the number one we gonna head up to the upper room reason, right, that we do that. We head to the upper room is because of stress. There's so many stress related illnesses, right? And a lot of that, again, I'm not a doctor, right, is can be, Ashe, remedied, if you will, can be helped by our spiritual journey and our spiritual path, right? As the Fool comes out and the Empress, right? I'm hearing we are abundant, right? We are abundant in our own healing magic. And this spring, you are abundant, co-creator, in your own healing magic. And for a lot of you, you're just discovering this as your light begins to shine, as you begin to drop those burdens. Ashe? Shoot, that sounds amazing. I don't know why we need to know about the summer. But okay, let's see what else we got to say. We got to see an ant. I'm hearing worker bees, workers, ants. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is about your manifestation. This is about your job, right? This changing, this transformation, this recognition. Ashe. Again, dropping the burdens and letting go so that things are not as hard for you, right? That it's a journey, right? But we can enjoy that journey, right? Again, because you started to pour back into yourself, right? With the Star card coming out. So you are going to continue to be illuminated in the summer. And they're also saying that you're going to also start to pour back into yourself more in the summer. And this is going to cause you to be more illuminated, right? Letting go of some of that doubt. I'm hearing, again, those burdens, right? And they're saying that for some of you guys, that those burdens were or is doubt. When you are a stara, when you are an earth angel, Ashe. 2 more before they cut me off. Queen of Wands and the World, right? Queen of Wands and the World. The ultimate go-getter, right? But she is also going through a new phase. She's closing out a cycle to move on to the next. So this summer, right, as you are illuminated, as you are realizing that you are a star, you're going to need to rest too, babe, because you're going to get ready to take off. Namaste.